Hello, everyone. My name is Dawn, and welcome to the Soulful Voices Circle Daily Oracle Card Reading. Today is Saturday, June 18th, 2022. I hope you all are enjoying your weekend so far. I know it's early on in the day, but hopefully everybody is having a great day so far. So we will continue today using the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck that we've been using all week. And we will continue to ask today. Yesterday, we asked the question, what do we need to understand about the energy coming into this weekend? Let's see if there is a consistent message from yesterday into today, or if there is a shifting of energy that we now need to focus on. Yesterday, the discussion was about completion, I believe, and, trying to realize that it's time to complete certain things and not being afraid to allow certain doors to of or cycles in your life to close, and be this way you can step into the next cycle, right? That there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay, so let's see what today's energy brings to us. All right, so let us do our breathing. Just take a few seconds and ground into this moment. Allow yourself to become still and quiet. And now close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in and exhale. On this next inhale and exhale, I want you to push the exhale into your heart center. And in doing so, think about releasing all of your stress, everything that you may be carrying with you today, blocking out any noise or sound that may be around you at this time. Take that next breath in and exhale into your heart center. It helps you put a hand on your heart, calm any tension, any anxiety you may be feeling. Just breathe. At this time, I ask our angels and guides to come forward, as well as the spirit of the mystical shaman oracle deck. And thank you for your divine guidance and wisdom that you will give us today. We ask the divine light to surround us with the golden light of protection, and cover us in this light and protect any lower or negative energies from that may be trying to attach to us today from doing so. We thank the divine and the angels and guides for all of the wisdom and advice they give us for our highest good. With that, take another deep breath in and exhale. Another deep breath in and exhale. At this time, I am opening my eyes and I will begin to shuffle the deck. What do we need to know today in order to be in alignment with our highest good? So here we have our deck. And we are Feeling the cards, searching for the energy coming from them. Okay, I feel something over in this section of the deck. Let me take a smaller. Here we go. The Gatherer. In the upright position, it is number 21 in this deck, the Gatherer, and in the picture, you have a woman, looks like a woman, a female presence, who is surrounded by all of animals. She has, looks like a bird's nest in her hair, birds, living um, and and basically birthing around her. And then you have all the fruits and vegetables around her, the pumpkins and the squash. And I see also a feather, which again always reminds me of a spiritual presence. And when I look at this card, it reminds me of somebody who is very living a life of abundance, and that they have perhaps been working really hard, planting the seeds of what it is that they want out of this life. In some cases, yes, planting the seeds in order to be able to survive and actually to harvest food. But this card is about all the abundance around you, all the abundance that we have, and that you've been working really hard. And now is the time of the harvest, and you are the gatherer of all the fruits that you have planted are now coming to bear fruit. Okay, so this is the essence that I'm getting from this card, and we will look at the book and go into that deeper meaning. I'm just, excuse me, looking at this card and trying to see what other symbolism there may be. It's very colorful. We have warm tones, we have blue tones, we have the orange, like the fallish tones in here, right? So, and then we have the orbs, right? The golden orb above her head that we see. So there's a lot of symbolism in this particular card. Okay, 21, the Gatherer. And we are going to read the invitation because this card came up in the upright position. So we don't need to read the medicine message of this card. 21. So first the essence, then the invitation. Okay, the essence. Before we cultivated grains, we collected the wild bounty of nature. The gatherer finds abundant seeds, nuts, berries, and wild greens where the ordinary person sees only barren soil. The gatherer is the provider, the forager, and the gardener who collects roots and vegetables for the long winter when game is scarce. She does not hoard, trusting the bounty around her. So this is a card of abundance, right? And it feels like a card of resourcefulness when it talks about the gatherer finds abundant seeds, nuts, berries, and wild greens where the ordinary person sees only the barren soil. So it's about perspective that this gatherer will go in search of all the beauty, all the bounty that is out there, as opposed to the person who is in a state of mind of lack, only seeing the barren soil, not realizing all the fruits that can be harvested from this soil if they only plant the seeds, right? So, this is a metaphor for your life in terms of the seeds that you plant will grow, but you must plant them and understand that abundance will come when you do plant the seeds. Trust that all of your needs will be provided for, right? And we shift our perspectives when we look at things in a different way, right? Glass half full versus glass half empty. Then we can really truly appreciate what it is, and we place ourselves in where we are able to actually be more resourceful because we trust and understand that what it is that we need is going to come to us. And so the invitation is, look at the resources you already have close at hand. This is a time of abundance. Everything around you is ripe and ready for harvest. Banish the notions of scarcity that have limited your choices and colored your destiny. Pack your food for the winter and start with the low hanging fruit that is all around you. Okay, so it's saying that there is so much around you, and the way that you begin to shift into this different mindset is that you see the low hanging fruit and you begin to pick from that, and as you pick from that, you soon realize that behind that comes the new fruit. So as you acquire resources, right, you are actually growing. um, you're growing everything that is already out there and that has been planted. So you utilize your resources wisely. Okay, so this is about looking at the world differently. So if you have been a person who is constantly worried about having their needs provided for, you're worried you're not going to have enough money to pay your bills, or you're not going to have money to buy groceries, or you're not going to be able to get your medication, right? If you're worried, or even better yet, if you are concerned that you don't have in yourself what it is that you need to be abundant in this life, that you don't look at yourself as an abundant source in this world, then it's time now to change and shift the limiting beliefs that you have about yourself. So it's about affirming that within you you have everything you need to be able to forge through this life, right? All you have to do is tap in to your resources like the gatherer. The gatherer goes around looking for the low-hanging fruit and begins to collect the fruits that she needs to be able to bring back and nourish herself and perhaps her family and her friends and her community, right? And so it's saying this is what you need to do is tap into what are the resources you have, and then plant those seeds and allow them to grow, right? And as you plant and you allow them to grow, you can harvest again. And it's a cycle, right? You go through the cycle of life. So you have to continue to utilize yourself as a resource and trust that you are abundant, that your knowledge is abundant, that your abilities are abundant, that the things you have around you are abundant. And as you recognize the abundance in yourself, you attract more abundance to you. And as you get more abundance, you share that abundance with others. So it's a cycle. And you're being called now to become the gatherer of your resources, right? And to trust that your needs will be met, that they are being met, that they will continue to be met, that you are safe and you are secure. So, this is the primary message that is here for today. So, it's a shift somewhat from the message yesterday in terms of finishing up a cycle. But then again, this is more the cycle, now the part of the cycle where you are harvesting your fruits, right? So, you have been, so you're more toward the completion aspect and then getting ready to plant new seeds and to then regather all the resources that you need. Okay, you're taking that next step. So the consistent energy about this is the flow and trusting the cycle. right? Trusting that you are moving with the energy of the universe and the abundance that it offers to us instead of hoarding things and um, being afraid that if you don't hold on to it, you're not going to be able to ever get it again. And so you may not be sharing the abundance and the riches and the resources that you have fully with other people. Okay, and so this is calling us to trust that all of our needs are being met and that we have everything we need. We are our primary resource. We start with ourselves first. We see the abundance in ourselves. We trust and we begin to utilize the resources that we have and and to plant and harvest the things that we need to continue living an abundant and prosperous life here. I hope that message resonates with you and wishing you a great Saturday. And I will see you back here tomorrow. Sending you much love. Bye bye.